Delightful dish here with ground meat. You can use beef or any meat of your choice. Phyllo pastry dough. Make that excellent anytime dish to enjoy. So come on in, let's get baking. Okay, foodies, so we're going to make this lovely stuffed phyllo or phyllo dough. So here I have the phyllo or phyllo. You get this, it's frozen in the frozen section of your supermarket. And you could also get it on Amazon. I'm going to leave the link where you can find it. You thaw it out overnight and then leave it for 1 hour or hour and a half before you start working with it. We need some full-bodied olive oil. Here I have a Gouda cheese. I'm going to give it a good grate, some Parmesan cheese already grated. And here I have a lovely mix that I'm going to be using. You need your bowl and you need some milk. So let's get started. And your mincemeat, of course. I have the mincemeat there. Ground beef, ground turkey, ground chicken, whatever you want to use, we're going to be using that. Okay, foodies, so we're going to make some lovely ground beef over here. So let's prep our ground beef. So in here my pot is nice and hot, and these are my ingredients here that I'll be using to put this ground beef together. Let's take a look over here. So in here I have my garlic, fresh garlic. I have here that pimento pepper. I give it a good little blend. I have here 2 cloves of fresh garlic, and I have here that green seasoning from that beautiful island of Trinidad and Tobago, together with that pimento peppers also. 1 onion diced really nicely. I have some pepper flakes that I'm going to be infusing for my spices, and I have my tomato paste, 1.5 tablespoonful, and here I have my pink salt, my Himalayan pink salt, and 1 3/4 actually of beef base that I'm going to be adding to bring back some more beefy flavor into that ground beef. And I have here my paprika that I'm going to be adding. So here in my pot, I already have on the fire. So I want a nice char flavor. So just add your ground beef, and we're just going to open it out. You can take your fingers and just open it like that, just like so. And we're going to leave it like that and let it get a good char. Don't move it. Let me open the other one now. Okay, foodies, let's take a look. Remember, you're not going to do this covered. It's going to be uncovered. So look at that. You see that char? That is exactly what I was looking for. That is just flavors in there that's going to flavor up this lovely mince. Beautiful. Now, what we're going to do, we're just going to be adding everything on this counter. We're going to be adding all our ingredients in. So let's go in and just add everybody in. Everything goes in. Let me finish up. Okay, foodies, so now that everything is in, I have my paprika, and this is a nice sweet smoked paprika, 1 tablespoonful. And if you look on my page, you will see where Jenny's Walk did this lemon pepper. So with the lemon and the pepper, it is just going to take like that little freshness, as Granny would say. That meat have freshness in there. So 2 things you can do, my dear foodies. You can add in some vinegar, which I'm going to be doing. I'm just going to add about a tablespoonful of vinegar. Or you could do a fresh squeezed lime juice, but we also have that lemon going on in there. So let this get a nice cook. Okay, foodies, this looks divine. This looks marvelous. Now all fried up lovely. So to this, I want to add some nice spice wine. You can and you cannot. It's all up to you. So a good 1/4 cup of wine. In goes that. And this is also going to help with the freshness too, if you didn't want to add any of that vinegar or lime juice. And to this, I'm going to add 1.5 cup of water and let this finish cooking. So foodies, this is the dough. So we have to work very quickly because it's very thin. So just give a good drizzle of olive oil inside of that pan. There you go. And you're just going to pull out like 3 or 4 of the dough sheets. You have to be careful how you're working with it because it's so fragile. Yep. And we're just going to place it in there just like so. It's fine if it fall over because we want to lock it in. There you go. Then you're going to brush some more oil over it. So put some oil like that, just like so. And just brush that oil in nicely. Very good. This is a good 5 or 6 layers in here. Now we're going to do another one. Let's go again. Just be careful how you're using them. And now I'm going to hang the bigger part of this on the other side. There you go. Put this in. Again, olive oil in there. Olive oil is very healthy, so you don't have a problem with this. This looks marvelous. Lovely. So now what we want to do, I want to add my meat in there. So here we have our ground beef. Just add a generous amount of ground beef in there. There you go. You don't want to make this too thick because, you know, when it bakes, it's just going to be a very thin film. So let's add some cheese in there now. And I have my Parmesan cheese here. I have the Gouda cheese there also. This one is mixed with about each of them in there. This looks marvelous. So now you're going to close it up. Before I put the other side on, I want to put another layer. And this one, I want to fold it in. Another good dash of olive oil in there. Basically, that is what you're doing. You're just olive oil and brushing on. Let's put this one in there. Ooh, foodies, I hope you can see what I'm doing. Olive oil again. Put it in there. And now I want to olive oil again. And I want to lock it in. Let me move this one. Oh, this one broke. So you gotta be very careful with this dough. There you go. Are you seeing me there, foodies? Ooh, this one got damaged a little bit, but that's okay. We're gonna use it up. So now let me put some more olive oil. Again, and let me add some more meat here. So here is that additional amount of meat that I add in there again. This dough the sheet got broken, but that's okay. We're using everything. You put everything inside. It's not a problem. You know, here at Jenny's Walk, we're here to learn, we're here to share, we're here to create. We're going to fix that up really nicely. There you go. Lock that in just like so. Olive oil again. Give it a good brush. And now we're going to close up our pastry in there. There you go. Then you bring this side in. Fillo or Philo, you know, here at Jenny's Rock, we're here to learn, we're here to share, we're here to create. This is a lovely dish you could make. Quick and easy, anytime meal. Low budget cost for your family. Don't forget to like and share the video, and you could send me stars, my dear foodies. And you could even do this vegetarian. You could even use the spinach. Put this in the filling with the spinach, and you just give it a good little bake. It's a nice, it could be as a breakfast, as a dinner, as an anytime snack. So follow me on Jenny's Walk and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So we're going to add some milk. Regular whole milk. There you go. Just a little bit of milk in there. And now I'm going to pop this into the oven and for like 45 minutes. And then we're going to take it out. Lovely Fillo or Philo pastry stuffed with ground beef or any meat that you like. Your choice here at Jenny's Walk. So don't forget to like and share. So there you go, my foodies. Our lovely Philo or Fillo, whatever name you know it as, pastry that we put together. Lovely, piping hot out of the oven. With that lovely minced beef in there. So let's give it a little time. See, it's really nice and crispy. I really love this. So let it get a nice cooling, and then we're going to cut into it. Okay, foodies, it's all warm and nice. This lovely Fillo or Philo pastry, really crunch, lovely pastry here. So I want to cut into it now, and let's see, all stuffed with that ground beef. It's a lovely pastry dish. Wow, this looks so crunchy. Let's see what's going on. It's my first time I'm doing one of this dish, my dear foodies, but I did had it. I enjoyed from a Albanian friend of mine. She brought it to the job, and I just tell myself I should try it. It was really, really lovely. a lot of oil will be put in there so this thing don't stick. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Are you seeing that, my dear foodies? Lovely layers of that pastry and the double set of meat in there. Really nice. Let me just put this out in here. There you go. And it's really crunchy and nice. Lovely full piece of that pastry there. And take a look at that. You get a nice little raise from that pastry. Let me bring that camera down so you can take a look. Let me see that here. There we go. You see that, foodies? That lovely layer that you get in there with that nice, with the meat in there. Look at that. Isn't that divine? And you get a nice rise also. You see that? Really beautiful. It raised up really nicely over here. And this is the pasta. This is the phyllo sheet is what you would use to make that baklava. You know, that lovely sweet with all those nuts and all of that. This is so divine. This is really nice. This is a full meal. You could take it in. You could have it for breakfast. You could have it for lunch. You could have it for dinner time. Such a lovely dish to put together with a little twist to it. Divine. So thank you, my dear foodies, for joining in. And don't forget to like and share my video with your friends and your family. And subscribe to my YouTube channel. And you can send me stars. So lovely dish from my kitchen to your kitchen. Happy cooking.